Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let me see if we have anybody waiting. Yes, we have Nicole Butterfield on tonight with us. Thank you. And she's got her husband watching. And Heidi to Universe, thank you for joining us tonight. So I hope we have more people joining us. I'm probably going to be doing some mini readings, a little psychic chit chat tonight. If you are watching on YouTube, I hope that you will watch while you're watching, that you will like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you know when we go live again. And also you can check us out on Goldylocks Productions Facebook page. My website is carolancarey.com, CarolanCarey.com. And I hope you will consider me your spirit connection. I feel my sole purpose is to be in contact with your departed loved ones and deliver messages from them to you. So without further ado, we have other people coming on. Hi, Ruth. It's wonderful to have you with us tonight. How's everybody doing out there? It's been kind of wild and wacky, right? Nicole and hubby. Well, that's welcome. We would like to have the gentlemen joining us. That's always nice. If we have any super chat people tonight, I will pull a card for them from the, what deck am I doing here? Messages from the angels, from your angels. So I will be pulling cards out of there and trying to do some readings. Hopefully will go well. And see if we have some loved ones in spirit hanging about that would have something to say to you tonight. Next week, I hope you will join us. We have Psychic Joanne Leo with us next week, April 22nd. Boy, this month is just flying. It's already April 15th, which normally would be tax day. And I am very relieved to have learned that tax day has been delayed until May 17th, because I haven't done mine yet. But once I found out we were delayed, I was like, yay. Not that it's that hard, but I just haven't felt like doing it. Thank you so much, Nicole, for your sticker. And if you would feel like joining us with a super sticker, or we're just making a little donation, you are more than welcome to do that. Please do not feel obligated. But if my guests on our show tonight do that, if they feel urged to do that, it is more than welcome, and I will do a little reading for you and pull a card from this deck for your super chat. So I appreciate that. I'm not sure how that works, so don't ask me, but I know you can do it on YouTube. And let's see. Let me pull your card first, Nicole. Hi, Veronica. Nice to see you. What do we got for Nicole? Let's see, we got Shante. Oh, nice. Nicole, I'm going to give you, since you super chatted already, I'm going to give you this card, which says, very pretty, it says Shante, and it says, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So I hope that is meaningful for you. And let's see what we got tonight. Nicole. Now, Nicole, I probably have read for you before. I'm pretty sure I have, but I don't remember who I brought in. I want to talk about a grandfather, an aunt, and an uncle. So I hope that you have a grandfather, an aunt, and an uncle pass in the spirit world. I have a gentleman, I feel grandfatherly of that era, and he's clasping his hands. He feels like he has quite big hands. Not seeing the rest of him, just seeing his hands clasped in front of him and sort of doing this. And it's sort of like an earnest, like pulling up a seat and doing this. happy to be here. I feel like this is a gentleman that he's got like big paws, big hands, I would say. And I feel strength with him. I feel like he did physical work of some sort, used his hands, maybe woodworking, carpentry, or something like that. But I have that feeling with him. And showing me acorns and pine cones. So acorns and pine cones. And I get the impression. Good evening, Kavita. Hi, Carol. I get the impression from this gentleman that he is saying, you know, when you plant something like an acorn or you plant a seed, now it is for the tree that grows in the future and flourishes. So he's talking about planting your seeds now, which is perfect time in the spring. And I think as far as seeds, he's talking about evolution of ideas, okay, like maybe a project or a business or some kind of cash flow situation. So I hope that you understand that. But he does have your tremendous support. So I do have that grandfather, aunt, and uncle here. I hope that makes sense to you, Nicole. And this older gentleman is very supportive of you and some ideas that are coming to fruition for you. And I feel it's like a cash flow thing. So this may be ideas for a business or in some kind of partnership or something like that. So I hope that you can take that message. Thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you for your super chat. Or your hubby is with you, you said. Ask your husband if he has an older gentleman, if this gentleman is for him, if he has an older gentleman in spirit, a granddad or a father-in-law in spirit that would have been a woodworker. Ask your hubby. Okay, so there we are. Heidi to universe. Heidi. I have this lady here, Heidi, who is I don't remember from week to week if I've read for you or not. So, and I don't remember your spirit people. So I just want to say that generally I don't. Sometimes they're remarkable and I would remember someone in spirit like that, but I don't remember who they go to. So I have this lady in spirit is talking about, I wonder if this is for you, Heidi. I don't know if she's saying something in French, pastis or paste, something like that. And it looks like, and she's looking like it looks like a doily. And she's patting it. So I don't know what that means. To me, I thought she was talking about food, P-A-S-T, something like that. Let me know if that makes any sense to you. In any event, this woman here, and I just kind of assumed that was French, she was saying, but I could be incorrect. And I feel a slight build with this lady, and she is pointing to this doily, and I don't know if that's what you call it, something P-A-S like that. I don't know what that means, but she's pointing to this. This would probably be like getting the word aunt here, but I feel like this particular lady feels older to me, like a grandmother. I'm also talking about a bracelet here. I'm being shown a gold bracelet, Heidi. So I don't know if you have someone's gold bracelet. It could have been, I think it's gold, and it has it's shiny anyway. And it's not like a bangle. It's more like a chain kind of thing. And it has like something hanging off it, maybe a flower or religious metal or something. So she's showing that to me, Heidi. And I hope you understand this lady. I also have a dog coming through, and I feel like I have a black and white dog for somebody. It's kind of fluffy. Could be like papillion or something like that. But pretty hair. Maybe more fluffy than a papillion. But anyway, so I have this small dog, it looks like coming and just bouncing along. And I want to say hello. And it has like that puppy fur, that thick puppy fur. So that dog is joining this lady. So I hope these people are familiar to you. If not, maybe they belong to somebody else. But let me know. And we'll see if we can we figure that out. Thank you for joining us tonight, Heidi. Hi, Ruth. Ruth. Oh, so that was your dad, Nicole? Oh, okay. Ruth. Laura Romero is here. We have a couple of show hosts from Goldylocks Productions with us this evening, crashing our party, which is great. I always consider that a compliment. We have Laura Romero, Angels and Healing Light, joining us, and Ruth Saltzman. So thank you so much for joining us, Saltzman. Ruthie. Ruth. I have someone, I feel like a grandmother, but it's more for you, Ruth, but it's more of a parental or kind of feeling. She may have been grandmother, but I feel she played a parental role, like almost motherly. And I feel an instrumental part of your life. And someone who would tuck you in, because I kind of get this scene, now I lay me down to sleep kind of scene as you as a child, I think. And so I feel like a stand-in mom or something, a motherly figure for you, Ruth. And I feel like a very nice closeness, not closeness because you're related and you have to be, but because you really enjoyed each other's company. And I see her tying your shoes, things like that. The small little things that we learn as when we're small. And I feel her doing that. Some kind of cookies here. You with your hand in this box of cookies, and they're homemade. And maybe helping you with your homework, because I feel you sitting at like a kitchen table with the pencil in your hand. So let me know, Ruth, if this lady belongs to you, if she sounds familiar. If I can, I will go back and see what's going on with her. And if I've given you anything that you can take, please share some validation on here in the comments, and I will read them out loud so people who are not able to watch but are listening will know that I'm getting some feedback here on the people I'm bringing in for you. Calling hubby. So, Nicole, that was your dad. And she said, I was just wondering if my dad had a message. So I said it was a grandfather. It felt like an older energy, but very nice. Very nice, man. I appreciate you too. Thank you, Nicole. Veronica B, hello. Carol, hi. Veronica B has left me a super chat. Veronica. And so let me see what kind of card I have for you. Veronica, I got the Vanessa card for you. And the Vanessa card, and this is from Messages from Your Angels card deck. And this says, to make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? Boy, that's good advice for any of us, isn't it? So this is a lovely card for you, Veronica. So if you were in the decision-making zone, I hope this is helpful to you. Veronica, I'm seeing Daffy Duck. I don't know why. I can't control what I'm getting all the time. Uh, I feel like I have, obviously, I have someone in spirit with a sense of humor. And I feel like a gentleman. And I get the word brotherly. I don't know if you have a brother in spirit or this was a friend that was brotherly, but I have somebody who thinks it's a real hoot to show me cartoons. And I get the word accident here. So I don't know if you can take this, Veronica, let me know. And I will continue with him. And he says, I'm very patient. He will wait. So this may be a friend of yours. Let me know, Veronica, if you have a friend in spirit that passed from an accident of some sort and has a sense of humor, is showing me Daffy Duck. Okay, let me get to Carol a moment. Hi, Carol. Thank you so much for joining us. And Carol, for some reason, I want to speak about your mother tonight, and I'm not sure why, and I don't even know if she's passed. She may be here in the living, and I may have someone in spirit who is related to her. Let me know, Carol. I was trying to flip the page. All right, Carol. I want to speak about your mom, and I'm not sure if she's passed or not, so let me know. I feel like I have a sister or an aunt for you, a mom's sister or an aunt for you in spirit who wants to talk about mom. So let me know what you think of that, Carol. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Kavita. Good evening, Kavita. Love a message. Kavita, this is funny. I know we chatted the other day. I get the word associate for you. So would you happen to have an associate in spirit, like someone that maybe you worked with or hung out with? When you say when I get the word associate, to me, it's like it would feel in a professional capacity, right? That's how it feels to me. Okay, so let me know, Kavita, if you have it feels male, and I feel like you knew his wife. Some kind of associate. It feels business related. I'm being shown like spaghetti. So maybe dined out with them or something, but I have an impression of a person. And I feel pain in my chest. I feel like maybe heart attack or something for him. Let me know and we'll go back and visit that. Okay. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. And so let me know, Kavita, right in the comments. Okay. Goodness gracious is Anita. Correct. I'm open to any messages from spirit tonight. Oh, Nicole is mentioning his grandpa, dad's grandpa, Butterfield, was a carpenter. So that's who I had. It wasn't your dad, it was grandpa. Okay. For our listening audience, I had started to get a gentleman with hands. All I was seeing his hands. And I had the impression of a grandfather lineage and that type of lineage, like a grandfather slot person. And I was getting the impression of his hands that he had big hands and he worked with them. And there was something about wood. And he was very interested in being here for Nicole. So Nicole is now saying to me, has typed in the comments, that her grandpa on her Butterfield side, which was dad's side, was a carpenter. Thank you so much. And I am pointing that out. I like to repeat the validation that I get. So if you're driving home from work or you're washing the dishes or feeding the kids or whatever, and you're not watching and you're not reading the comments, that you know I'm not crazy and making this stuff up, that people actually take the information that I give them. It's always good to know, right? Okay. Yes, Laura Romero is on here. And I was giving a message to Anita and I stopped. Okay, Anita, I'll get right back to you. Laura Romero, thank you. This necklace that I'm wearing this evening was a gift from Laura Romero's mom. Laura Romero is Angels in Healing Light radio host, show host, and her mother makes jewelry. And she wrote me, sent me a text and said she wanted to thank me for everything that I do, which is, nothing really. But she thought I wear a lot of blue, and she thought that I would enjoy this necklace. So I want to say thank you so much. It's really lovely. I just got it the other day. And so I'm sure you can go to angelsandhealinglight.com, look up Laura Romero on Facebook, and you can get in contact with Laura, and she will get in touch with her mother, Irene, who lives with her. And if you're interested in purchasing anything made by Irene. Lovely. So thank you, Irene, so much for this. It really is very meaningful. Thank you. I hope I do it justice. Okay. Thank you, Laura, for joining us. And let me see, Anita, let me get back to you. I want to talk about the Caribbean, Anita. Now, Anita, let me know. I had a lady in spirit here that I thought was for someone else. I haven't gotten validation on her yet. And she was talking about something with pastis, or I thought it was French, or maybe it's Haitian or Cuban or something. Pastis, I thought that was a food, but she was pointing out like a doily, a white lacy thing. Would you have had someone in spirit, Anita, like from that culture, from a different background, like Caribbean or something like St. Lucia or something like that? Let me know. I would be open for any messages from spirit tonight, Anita. Okay, so let me just go psychic here a moment. Go psychic, not psycho. When I'm kind of looking at something here, Anita, it feels, how everything has an aura or an energy field, right? I'm looking at a car. I'm looking at something about the car or something like that is irritating you. And I feel like a jaggedy kind of aura. And I feel like it's kind of rough. Would you understand what that means? Is something aggravating you? Because if that is the case, I don't know if it's something to do with a car or a particular situation. Let me know, Anita, if you could mentally, when something gets on your nerves. I had one of those kind of days today. I was a little short on sleep, and the dogs were barking. They're just, Teddy was driving me nutsoid today. And, he's a puppy, and every time he hears something, he's like yapping. And I was getting irritated because my neighbors were in and out. And I'm not used to them being here. They should be leaving soon, thank God. They're very nice, but it's time for you to go. I'm used to being alone over here. So they're in and out, and every time we're outside, because the weather's been very nice, he starts barking. So it gives me a headache. Anyway, why was I talking about that? Oh, because I felt very rough and jagged myself. My energy, I was like, So anyway, let me know if you can take that, Anita, and let's see where we're going with this. All right. Small, no. Heidi, what does that mean? Oh, your sheepdog. Your sheepdog is black and white? Oh, yeah, they're like a gray and white, aren't they? All right, let me go there. Heidi. That might be somebody else's dog. This says, I know what a sheepdog looks like. This dog that I was referring to looked puppyish to me. I don't know why I'm saying that. The fur was like thick. I know what a sheepdog looks like, and they look like a mop, but they are gray and white. So let me go and see. Is your sheepdog a male, Heidi? Okay. Oh, I got some great feedback to read to you guys. Your sheepdog. Okay, so let me, Heidi, I have your sheepdog here. It feels male to me. I could be wrong, but it feels male. And I feel like I learned how to do some trick. Like I put my paw down or I do this, like tapping or something, or there's something with the paw. Like, I don't know if it's a trick that I can do it. I can lift my paw 3 times, or this is what I do when I want something, but I feel like it's a learned behavior, of course. And he's special. I hope it's a male. It feels kind of male energy. And I want to let you know, if there was a question about his passing, what he's saying to me is, I slipped away. So it was not a painful or regrettable circumstance in his passing. It was a slipping away. So I want to reassure you. And I feel like I am gallivanting and galloping, and I'm outside, and I love that. And I feel like I'm in a horse pasture, where they have those white fences, 3, what a horse paddock looks like. It's got white fencing. And he or she, it feels male to me, galloping, and his hairdo is bouncing. His hairdo looks like mine. And his hairdo is bouncing. And he's it's a beautiful dog. So I just want to let you know that I'm here in spirit with you, around you quite often. And I see some daisies here. So he's showing some daisies for you. So God bless you, Heidi, and thank you for joining us tonight. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Did I get Carol? Mom. Let me get some feedback going on here. Carol. Mom has passed. Okay, let me get back to Carol in a moment. Okay. Carol, I want to talk. Your mother has passed. Thank you for telling me that. I had gotten the word mom. I want to talk about the month of May, and I don't know if it means because it's Mother's Day or if she had a birthday or there's a birthday or an occasion in May. Carol. And I have somebody here. This sounds kind of yuck. I have somebody here who she's with that liked liver and onions, and I don't think it's something that you would like, but I feel like she's talking about she is with someone in spirit who liked liver and onions. This could be grandpa or grandma or somebody. And mom is talking about the month of May. So either she's referring to Mother's Day, which I believe is in May, and or a birthday, special day. And I see you, Carol. I don't know if I'm seeing you or if I'm seeing mom. But I don't know if they're roller skating or ice skating. But I see 2 young women, like holding like arms, like an arm around each other's waist or something to this effect. And they are skating. And I don't know if it's roller skating or ice skating. So let me know if this is something that you did or your mom did. Let me know. And I'm also being shown some cookies. I think they're quite nice size, and I think they're chocolate chip. And I feel like this may be for you, Carol. So let me know if you can take that. If mom has passed, if there was ice skating or roller skating involved here somewhere, if there are chocolate chip cookies someplace, let me know. Oh, you have 3 aunts that are passed all close to your mother. Oh, okay. So your mother is with, all I got was aunt. So good. She's in good company up there. Oh, so Ruth is saying, I'm not sure who the woman would have been. My mom was my only mother figure that I remember. Okay. No grandmother, huh? Nicole is saying Matt has validated his grandpa. Was a carpenter and a big guy. And Matt said he was thinking of planting trees the other day. Okay. So I think we had talked about an acorn and pine cone. And good. So Nicole's husband is able to take this gentleman in spirit that worked with wood, where he used his hands, talked about the acorn and the pine cone, and talked about planting seeds. So good. So Heidi, pardon me, said she had a sheepdog, but it was not a male. Okay, so I goofed. I felt very male to me. This is a galloping sheepdog. This sheepdog could be used as a horse. As a matter of fact, I see it like with horse fencing, like in a outside, a paddock, like horses would use. And it's running into this lady sheepdog, I stand corrected, had mentioned that she slipped away. So I want to reassure you of that, Heidi. So thank you for any validation that you gave. I hope I did an accurate depiction of that dog, even though I said it was male and it's female. Beautiful, Carolan. Thank you. Okay. Something else. So let me get back to Ruth a minute. I'm not sure this woman would have been. My mom is the only mother figure that I remember. Okay. Ruth, I'm going to go with a grandmother that's passed. I'm going to go with somebody on mom's side. And maybe what I was getting as I'm seeing you as a child, like shoelaces and cookies, maybe somebody saying they watched you through your childhood. And I feel a closeness. So this lady maybe you didn't know her very well as a grandparent. Maybe she passed around the time you were born. But I get the impression that she watched you growing up. And I'm being shown your bedroom, Ruth, as a child. I feel like it was a little bookshelf, and there were books in there, little books. Let me know. What were those little books called? Were they called little books? I don't remember. But they were thin, small books, about this big, right? And all different stories. They were pretty thin, colorful. Let's see. Oh, so Carol is saying her mother passed, so I had gotten her mom. Her father loved liver and onions. So that's good. That was great validation because I did get somebody like liver and onions. She tried to roller skate as a child, but it was not good. And I like all kinds of cookies. And my mother was a good baker and a cook. Great. Okay. So thank you for that validation. I'm so glad that I could bring a message from your family, your loved ones to you, Carol. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. And I have Dr. Lauren Love from Boston area ICU hospitals. Thank you so much, Dr. Love, for joining us tonight. She also says, Carolan, both my mother and her mother loved liver and onions, and my parents ice skated holding each other around their waists, and they made cookies and French pastries and crepes. Okay. Thank you. And your sister's name is Carol also. A lot of coincidence. Sometimes I can remember watching mediums work sometimes as guests from the United Kingdom or elsewhere in the country, and sitting in the audience, and someone around me would get a message, and I'd be sitting there going, boy, that sure sounds like my mom, or that sounds like my uncle. And there are no coincidences, So I think it's very nice that sometimes spirit will bring in messages that apply to other people as well. So there is a reason for that. That's how they work. So if you can take something, that's great. I appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity. Yes, I was thinking of little golden books, Ruth. Thank you so much. Golden books. We all had them. And Ruth says, yes, thank you, Carolan. I can take that. You're thinking of little golden books. Yes, I was. And so I can see that on the floor of your bedroom. Thank you so much, Ruth, for giving me some confirmation. Hi, Melissa Parks. Another show host joins us tonight. Melissa Parks, how are you? Dr. Lauren Love, very generously, her and her staff associates donated 2 months of fees for the radio show hosts that paved their way for 2 months. So I want to thank you very much for doing that and your generosity. Dr. Lauren Love, thank you so much. What did she say about your parents? Both my mother and her mother love liver and onions. And your parents ice skated, holding around their waist, their arms around their waist. And they made French pastries. Oh, that's why I was saying French. Okay, so what I thought was a doily, what I was seeing in spirit, could have been a ring of flour, Dr. Lauren. And what I was hearing and the word that I was getting was pasty or pasty. So they were saying pastry. I think that's what I'm not trying to like make this fit, but it seems to me that maybe it was my interpretation of what I was seeing could be incorrect. And as far as your parents skating together, I love that image. And I feel like they're very coordinated too with each other. Like they fit together, like hand in glove kind of feeling. And it was something that they did quite naturally and very enjoyable pastime for them. There's a serenity and a tranquility to their skating. It's quite beautiful. So I just want to let you know that they are around you. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Veronica is saying, and Dr. Lawrence says, absolutely, Carolan, thank you. Okay, great. Awesome. Yes, they're both skaters. Great skaters. Veronica B is saying, my validation is my uncle is way up the chat line. He is very patient and funny. So he was the gentleman, I think, that showed me Daffy Duck. And Dr. Lauren Love is saying crepes. Crepes. Great. Thank you. Maria, I'll get to you in a moment, Maria. Let me see what I missed here. Dun, 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 dun. Hope everybody's joining well. Oh, I wanted to get back to Kavita too. Let me know, Kavita, if you had an associate that passed. Oh, Veronica is saying the gentleman that I saw that said Daffy Duck said it was her Uncle Roger, and he said he would come today. So happy to hear what he has to say. Yes, he passed in an accident. It said accident, Daffy Duck, funny sense of humor, and he was a funny character. Well, thank you, Veronica, for sharing that. So see if you're listening and not watching. People actually do take what I tell them. when I give them, I'm so pleased that I can speak to your loved ones in spirit. I am so pleased. A female guidance counselor I work for, Kavita said, passed. Okay, I thought I'm feeling the gentleman, so I don't know. Feeling it. Oh, my art teacher and her husband passed. Okay, so you have some associates in the spirit world, Kavita, that like to comment on your on what's going on in your life. And they remind you you are loved and not forgotten. So I want to let you know that. And they're saying we're having a wonderful time over here. So I want to share that with you, Kavita. They're having a great time. Anita, I have a minor health issue this week, and this is Anita. Okay. Try to soothe your aura, your energy field. That's what I had to do. I had to talk to myself this afternoon. Sometimes I've been doing a lot of yard work, and when I do that, usually I'm kind of crippled up the next couple of days because I'm not in shape anymore. So, and I'm still lifting 40-pound bags. Like I think I'm a 30-year-old, you know? So he's lifting bags of rock and, stone and all this silly. So when I do that, then I can't move. So sometimes I'll take like a quarter to a half of Flexeril or, which is a muscle relaxer for my back so I can stand up the next day. And when it wears off, it can give you a headache and make you a little cranky. That's the downside of that medication. So I didn't get enough sleep today because I got woken up twice. So I was like, forget it. And so I was a little cranky. So I had to work on, I was like, why am I so damn cranky, Well, I didn't sleep well enough for the last couple of nights either. And I'm stiff and I can barely move. But also I was feeling kind of edgy. So I had where I'm going with this is I had to kind of physically or imagine myself smoothing my aura out because it was like all jagged and raggedy ass, I was getting a little aggravated. So if that happens, if you're irritated because of a minor health thing, you're going to be okay, Anita. You might just want to soothe that. I even had to make, I was making sun tea this week and the first batch didn't turn out that great. So I put in more green tea. And then I have this throat tea. I forget what's in it. And rose hips or something. I don't know, something. So I threw like 3 different types of tea bags in there. And I was like, that's what you need. Instead of, guzzling so much iced coffee, you should be drinking sun tea. So I had to remind myself of things that I need to do to take care of myself. Anyway, that's where I was going with that. You're welcome, Heidi. Thank you so much. Where am I? Just both graders. Laura Romero. I love that we get to know everyone's family through your excellent mediumship. Aren't you nice? Thank you, Laura. And you as well. You do mediumship as well. And Melissa Parks also has a show. She delivers messages. It just went right out of my brain. God, I'm a terrible promoter. Anyway, please check out Goldylocks Productions Facebook page because I have 3 show hosts on here this evening. Ruth Saltzman, Melissa Parks, and Laura Romero. And they all use their gifts, and the shows are all varied and different. Please check the lineup for when their shows are on. Dynamite group of gals, and we have some gentlemen on there as well. We have some really different shows. We have a wonderful producer, Reverend Tiffany Michelle White, and she has a varied collection of like niche radio, really, or niche video shows. And we all have our unique vibe, but we all work in a spiritual event of some sort. And so please check it out. So I'm delighted to have 3 hosts on tonight. Let me see. Melissa. I hadn't given you a message, Melissa. Let me see. Let me pull a card for Melissa. Melissa likes visual. So let me pull something for Melissa. Oh, this is beautiful. This card is from, again, messages from your angels deck. I was just pulling them as an extra little thing for our super chatters, sticker people. But instead of delivering a message from a loved one, I do have a gentleman in spirit who feels like a friend to Melissa. But this card says, Adriana, and it says, I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. That's right up your street, Melissa. So I hope that is helpful to you. Where was I going? But thank you so much for joining us tonight. Kavita said, thank you. So glad to hear it. They were wonderful people. She had associates in the spirit world. And wanted to let Kavita know that they were thinking of her. Okay. Veronica B said, you said my uncle had a message and I would get back to you. Okay. And he could wait. Okay. Yeah, this was the gentleman with Daffy Duck, I think. Veronica, I don't know why he's bringing up marriage. He just gives me the word marriage. I don't know what that means. I also have someone, I don't know if it's him or someone else. It looks like a walking stick or a cane. And I'm going to tell you what the message is, Veronica. He's saying, as difficult as it is, and sometimes we want to do anything to fix something or hurry a situation up. He says, the hardest thing to do is be patient, Veronica. And that is what is called for. So I'm going to deliver that message to you, which is quite out of character, actually, because I was expecting something humorous from him. But he has a big smile on his face, and he says to you, Veronica, just be patient. It'll all pan out. So I don't know what that means, but I'm going to deliver that message to you. There we go. Let's see what else we got. Laura Romero's cranky. Oh, she's never cranky. Nicole, thank you for your super sticker again. Melissa loved it. Thank you very much. Kavita, thank you so much. Kavita, I owe you a card for pulling. Oh, this is beautiful, Kavita. This is my favorite card out of this deck. It says Oceana. And it says, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. And you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So I don't know what situation in particular they're referring to, but that's what the card says. Thank you, Kavita, for your super sticker tonight. Let's see. Did I have anybody that I did not? Whoops. Maria Wachter. Any messages for me? Maria. Maria, boy, you got a lot of spirit people, girl. Maria. I feel like Maria. West Side Story. I know it didn't sound like West Side Story's music that I was singing because I can't sing, but that's what I was trying to copy. Maria, you are named for someone, is the impression that I get. I have a lot of spirit people for you, and I particularly have a set of grandparents here that are very powerful, influential. I feel want to be here. It's very important for them to let you know that they are here and around you. Just look at the smell of like cough drops, camphor, Vicks, I don't know, something. Kind of like when you would visit them. And I feel like there's a tin, pardon me. There was like a tin, an old-fashioned tin that cookies would come in, but I think it had hard-boiled candies in it. Let me know if you remember this. This is for Maria. So Maria, I have a set of grandparents here. I feel like you were named after someone, that someone shares your name, or named after Our Lady, or named after a relative. And I feel like I have this tin, which would normally hold cookies, and they're telling me it would be hard-boiled candies. They were boiled candies at that time. Does that make sense? I don't know how they make boiled candy. Anyway. And I feel like a Jersey Shore kind of, or Maryland or something, like they come from someplace like that, confectionery. I also see trains and a conductor, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if someone in your family worked for, trying to think of a train line. I can't think of a single one except Pullman. I don't know if that means anything to you, Maria. Pullman car, conductor, train, railway. So I don't know what that means. You may have to do some research, but I want to let you know you have people in spirit that are still looking out for you. I want to talk about a little boy. So I don't know if you have had a little boy. Might be grown up now, but if there's a little boy, and I want to remind you that love never dies. I also want to talk about the month of June, July, a J month here, June or July, as being significant birthday or anniversary, something like that. So I hope you can take that, Maria. If you can, leave me some validation. It helps. In the comment section, I will read it out loud. Let me know. Oh, you have two grandmothers. Oh, so what were your name for your two grandmothers? Okay. Let me know about if you can take the hard-boiled candies or what else are they talking about? And I feel like there was this, not particularly a sick room smell, but when you went to visit a grandmother or a grandfather, was there the smell of Vicks in the room, or camphor, or some kind of stinky kind of medicinal kind of smell? Not a dirty smell, but like a medicinal smell that would be in the room. So you might remember that from your childhood. Let me know. And she says yes. Okay, great. Thank you, Maria. And that's how the game is played on In the Psychic Flow. We love to get some validation back. As a psychic medium, I'd love to hear if I am anywhere near close to bringing you your family members. I have no doubt that they're here. My only failure would be sometimes not interpreting correctly a message. She says she doesn't remember. Okay. Well, it's okay. You validated some of it, and I appreciate that. If you don't remember anything else, that's okay. Maybe it'll come to you, but that's what they're showing me. And they want to let you know, Maria, that they surround you with love. Okay, now let me go back here and see if there's anything else that I can add, since I do have a few minutes. Next week, please join us on April 22nd for a Psychic Joanne Leo. Now, if you are listening, or if you're new to the show, and if you're listening, audience, psychicjoanneleo.com is her website. She's phenomenal. Joanne is spelled with two N's and an E, and Leo is spelled like the lion. So check it out. Joanne uses your date of birth and your birth name, or a significant person in your life you want to find out what makes them tick, have their date of birth and their birth name. And she will be doing readings during the show next week. She is phenomenal. She's on about once a month. And we always enjoy having her. She's a very popular guest. Outrageously, like, blows your doors open. So put your seatbelt on. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't listen in. But she can access your records in heaven and talk about using psychic numerology, what makes you tick, what makes your boyfriend tick, what makes your family tick, and what's like maybe what areas of for career and romance, those things like that need an overhaul. So if you would like to join us next week, we'd love to have you here in the Psychic Flow with Psychic Joanne Leo, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Laura Romero's website is Angels and Healing Light. Please check that out. Please check out Ruth Saltzman, Inspirational Soul, I believe it is. And check out the Goldylocks Productions for all of our shows, and Melissa Parks as well. So I can see the show tag for Melissa's show, and I can't remember the name of the show. That's terrible. Anyway, so there's 3 great show hosts besides myself on here this evening. So please go to Goldylocks Production Facebook page, YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, you can super chat. We appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. You can also like, subscribe, and ring the bell. You can also give a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. That helps us bring our numbers up on YouTube. Always a good thing. Nicole says, Dr. Lauren Love says, Carolan, you mentioned the month of May. My mother's birthday is May 3rd. Okay. So I have a feeling, Dr. Love, that she is reminding you that she's around, that love never dies, and that she is looking out for you. Nicole Butterfield says, we don't have a Facebook page anymore. We're on MeWe, though. Okay. Excuse me. Goldylocks Production. My producer, Tiffany, our producer, says we are on MeWe to join Goldylocks Productions. So we came off of Facebook, and we are on MeWe. So please check us out on there. If you were listening or fixing dinner or watching or not watching, please join us there. Nicole Butterfield says, you were always spot on for me and my aunt and husband. Oh, good. I am so glad, Nicole. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And Dr. Lauren Love, thank you once again for your contributions, for helping along our radio show, our show host. I keep saying radio. Thank you so much. Veronica says, thanks so much. I'm very impatient at the moment, waiting for the good stuff to come. Message on point and not a surprise. Thank you. Veronica, I hear you. I have to be the most impatient person I know. So it's so nice to meet someone else. That's like that too. Don't ask me. You know, it's amazing. I have patience for some things, but a lot of things, I get very irritable. What else do we have coming up? Another amazing show. Thank you so much, Carolan. We're almost at the end. We have like a minute or two to spare. So once again, join us next week. As far as I hope you enjoy the readings. I've been doing a lot of shows myself, just so I don't have to book guests for one thing. But I really do enjoy doing readings, and it's my sole purpose. I really enjoy it so much, and I appreciate you all coming on and joining me here on Thursday evenings. We will have more guests, but if you like the format of me doing mini readings once or twice a month, let me know. And I will continue to do that. I enjoy it and keeps my skills going. It is work to book guests, interview, read their material, and I just haven't been up to it. And although I have some phenomenal contacts that I will be bringing into the show to introduce you to, I just haven't been up to doing the work that I need to do to get them there. So, but I'm feeling better now, and thank you all for your prayers and your love. I hope you had a wonderful Easter holiday, Passover, spring solstice. So nice to see all of you with us this evening. Stay safe. And so we have Veronica joining us from Australia. So thank you so much. Love to, and Heidi says the format is incredible, just like you. Oh, thank you very much. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, all the way from Australia. Wow, that is wonderful. And I'm broadcasting from Sarasota, Florida, the jewel on the Gulf Coast. And I hope we see you again next week for Psychic Joanne Leo. Thank you for coming with me tonight on this journey. We will see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night, all.
This month's broadcasting is sponsored by ICU Dr. Lauren Love, ICU nurses, technicians, and staff in the Boston area hospitals.